I'd have the computer safely underneath the desk with great airflow, ventilation and shit. Then obviously I could either put Phoenix and Azula's cat donuts up on here, because Phoenix is pissy about the fact that Azula took the best one, and so he won't hop in them anymore. But she also took the one that's on the floor. So I stopped putting like the extra one on the desk, and I don't have like a super huge amount of room. But if I had that space off to the side, I would probably put the cat bed on it, and then I'd be able to have space for my fucking drawing tablet in front of me. And yeah, I'd be able to move my my keyboard cover from underneath this monitor to kind of like further into the corner, because like I store shit on that. You guys see that when I put like photos of my desk and crap. But yeah, at the moment I've got like a little bit overstacked, and that would allow me to put my like drink bottles somewhere else. I heard a jewel. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to be able to put my drink bottles somewhere safe that isn't like above my computer or in the way of like a cat butt. Like, was it Azula or was it Phoenix? I can't remember. We had a cat butt incident one night. I was streaming and I had my drink bottle, my old drink bottle, that was like more of a pop top type kind of thing. Like a sports pop top drink bottle. Oh shit. Anyway, I was like busy doing something, and the next second I had like one of my cats was like trying to turn around and like lay down in their bed. They basically just like bummed the nozzle, and I'm like, well, I can't drink from that from the rest of the fucking night. So yeah, we avoid that by having a different kind of like lid on this one, but and also putting it further away from where the cats might like rotate before they sleep. Which is funny because like Azula came to like sleep on the desk today while I was doing stuff, and she came from like a different direction, and I just kind of like, I wasn't expecting it, and she just kind of like did this like awkward thing where she didn't really know where to put her tail. I was sure to check. I was kind of like prawning a bit, to be fair. Valkyrie, can you please get your ass in there? There we go. Thank you. This guy's like solely attacking me. Also, welcome in, Solaris. The gold guy looks cool. I am fighting a tree. That's gonna happen occasionally. If you see me like not noticing that I'm not attacking them, I can't tell if I have like a bug crawling on me. Hold on, let me go stand over here. Classic fucking average night. Yeah, I don't know if I've got a bug on me or not, but it feels a lot like it is. Maybe it is. Hold on. Thank you for the bits. Was it 1988? It was a good year. Yeah, it's when I was born. I think I did have a bug on me, or like a small spider or something like that, because it felt like it like crawled from like my collarbone down to my elbow. I was trying to attack it during that, but I couldn't quite get to it. But thank you for the bits. And yeah, I keep resetting my my bit goal whenever it does eventually like get done. Like now, I set it back to like the 1988. The fuck? So also moving to a cheaper place so I can afford subs again. Oh my god. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but yeah. Not just even like, you know, having here and chatting and stuff is enough. It's wonderful. Hey Viking. Hey, stop making tapping. No. Viking, we were talking about the Never Tree. Keelan was biting trees. But yeah, no, it's it'd be cool that you're like moving to a more affordable place. Like regardless, it's just like gonna be a little bit like easier to breathe for you with that, you know. A lot of people are like either stuck in a situation where, you know, they're close to work or study or family, or, you know, they can't move, or, you know, housing is just BS to try to get or whatever, and it kind of like leaves people like stranded. What? That was a bit laggy. Eyes wide, remembering not to pack a towel. Ignore. I still love like Viking's reactions the most. I really do. I still love the game Viking. I really, really do. I look at it sometimes. I'm like, man, I should play that. Like the other night I was looking at it. I'm like, man, I could go for playing that. But I've already played through it all and stuff on stream and whatever. And I don't think I'd want to put something through that. But I'll definitely at some point in time, like personally, just come back to it. You know, once I don't fully remember the entire story. Although hard to forget. But yeah, I'll probably get to a point where I'm like, man, I want to play through that again. Something, you know. What's making Tell happy smiling? No. I love how I like walked into this group and I have like, because like I showered earlier, my hair is being like, it's drying now and it's just doing whatever the fuck hair does. And because my hair's like ultra fine, right? It's just like, I feel like I have shit crawling all over me. I might. But I also could just be, you know when you get to that point of like tiredness where your body just kind of like, sort of just aches and like you just have like this like weird sensations all over yourself and stuff. You're not really entirely sure if like it's a bug or your fucking blood pumping through your veins or I don't know, some kind of fucking sleep paralysis demon getting you while you're awake. Whatever it is. Also, there was like a really cool like Stormcrow dude in here too, the blue guy before, but we killed him so fast. Which actually, you know, I don't really mind having to redo this. The only thing that bugs me is the time it takes to do the doors and the towers. They're realistically the only two things that are slowing me down here, because even though everything's immune to fire, I'm kind of killing it good. You know, which is great. I feel like she's catching up a little bit. Mind you, I also do feel like what I've noticed for my character is I need about 4 hours, give or take, to clear certain areas from waypoint to waypoint. Otherwise, like, it's just not enough. Because I was looking at it tonight and I'm like, I really only have like 3 hours to give in me. Like, I could push it to like 3.5 if I'm lucky. But like, it ain't gonna be much more than that, because like, no sleep. But like, if it gets me a waypoint, I'd like that. Because you guys know this thing crashes like at 2 hours and 40 minutes or 39 minutes. So I reckon it's like a little bit to do with runtime. I do think it's got a little bit to do with the time that I actually play it at night. I think it has a lot to do with that. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, it could go anywhere between 5 minutes and that time, you know? But yeah, what are you doing, Viking? You still out exploring today? Hopefully your hay fever has been manageable. I spent some time last night while I was procrastinating. I was looking around at all kinds of streamers and stuff, and I came across somebody that kind of reminded me a bit of your wolf. But not. At the same time, I also found that I have a wallpaper that reminds me of like you as well. Like I've got one that's got like two wolves in like a snow scene, and it's got a large white wolf like hiding in amongst like the trees, almost like a spirit kind of thing, and then like a black wolf down at like the edge of the water, kind of looking. I think it's looking at its reflection. I think, kind of thing. But anyway, it's rather pretty. I was thinking about it the other day and I'm like, I should realistically like share that, but like obviously because it's not my art and stuff like that, and I don't actually know who made it. I wish I could be like, hey, this is from blah, but I don't know who did it, kind of thing. I might just put her. No, I can't spawn her out there. I was gonna chuck her over there. There she is. I was gonna say, I'm hearing her getting hurt and I'm not seeing where the fuck Eliza went, you know? You can break from the pool building. Oh yeah. Is it just like a, oh, what do you call it? Is it like a blob one? Is it a, hold on, I've got a hair on me. Yep. one of my hairs is being annoying. Is it one of those like this is dating pools? I don't know if pools are like this anymore, but is it like one of those like tarp type ones where it's got like a metal frame sort of thing? Or is it like a much larger kind of pool? Because I'm thinking more along the lines of like, you know, 1 to 2 person thing. Oh yeah, we got Ice Spell, Teleportation, Stone Skin, Spectral Hit. Well, here's hoping it doesn't do teleportation, but I don't think I've seen Ice Spell that much. I also haven't seen Stormcrow that much. So, yeah, getting some unusual ones now, which is kind of cool. I like seeing the different ones. What are you doing, Gillen? I suspect lurking. That's 90% of Gillen. To be fair. Alright, let me get you in your tower, mate. No, it's way happily. No. It's certainly both full plush, it's way happily. No, I'll give you all some pats. Yeah. I just, my brain just like crapped out for a second there because it remembered that I'm not streaming next week. I'm like, oh yeah. That was another thing too. As much as like I sort of, I don't know if I'm killing the right thing here. As much as I sort of wanted to maybe go to sleep, maybe get the rest and stuff, my brain was like, I'll see how I feel at 9 PM. If I feel like I can handle 3-ish hours, I'll stream. And if I don't, I was gonna like phone it in basically. But I didn't want to. I really didn't want to because I'm like, I won't be streaming next week. And I am overburdened actually. Nope. Put that back. Yeah, I'm not streaming next week, but I'm also... Oh, fuck off, mate. Like, I also had, like, yesterday off for, my rigging that I didn't do. So, yeah, I'm like, I don't want to take another day. Because, I already had yesterday. Technically, what I should have done yesterday, realistically, I wouldn't have done anything else, though. Where did that rejuvenation go? What I should have done is I should have got up, identified that I was tired as shit, gone back to sleep, and then like woken up sometime today. That would have been a better situation. But I didn't logic problem this. And also I kind of knew I wouldn't have that kind of productivity. But I got shit done. What are you killing? You killing this, are you? Alright. You go from that side and I'll get this side. So happily smiling. Receiving pats or something by full plushes? No. Well, I'm kind of like shuffling around and stuff. Because yeah, I kind of ended up sitting down for like 19 hours in a hit today. Unintentional as fuck though. I was going to hop off the computer at like 13 hours. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'll go to bed. Then get back here, Eliza. And then I discovered something and I wanted to test it and yeah. Like 5 more hours or so went by. And yeah. And a 6-person metal frame with wooden patio. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Is that more of like a semi-permanent sort of pool kind of thing, or is like, sorry, I'm trying to see if I've got a bug on me. Yeah, I've known a couple of people like construct pools and shit like that, but like I've only really seen the above ground ones and kind of the ones that you'd buy from like a department store. Those kind of ones as well. Now, I suspect that what you're building isn't... Oh, shit, you're fast. Is not a department store one. I was going to attack the thing, but you are really fast. No, you need to be down there. Yeah, see, they're fantastic to fight. You go with them. She's not doing great. Come with me, you. Alright, we got everybody back over here now. I don't know what is buffing these guys, but they are moving quite fast. These returned mages. But yeah, sometimes, like, even from, like, the perspective of just a single person pool, like, I sometimes look at that, in summer, but, oh, hello, here's the dude. Here he is. Okay, what do you do? Whoa, shit, where did you go? Oh, he's so fast. You are undead teleportation, extra fast, mana burn, foul eater, immune to fire, immune to poison. Let's put you in there. Yeah, no, I look at like the concept of pool and I'm like, I like the idea. Like, of even just like setting up like a department store basic one, right? Except for the fact that like here in Australia, we have like, we got cane toads, which would get into the water overnight. We have, I don't have that many frogs, but we got frogs. We have, what else? We'd have like snakes and birds and all sorts of shit trying to access it for water in summer, which is fine, but like I don't want to bathe in whatever the fuck a bird's been rolling around in. And I don't know, I'm not that worried about the snakes, honestly. And then like, what else? And then of course, like after a couple of days, like I just don't feel like the water's fresh. And like, you know, with like my OCD and stuff anyway, for hygiene, I feel like I would need to empty and scrub it daily for me to feel comfortable using it. Like I grew up with a pool, and obviously I went to the beach and shit like that too, and all that's fine. But like when it's something that I have to maintain, I have a much bigger problem with it. And then cane toads get in your pool, gotta drain the pool. Yeah, pretty much. The ones we get here are big. They're not as big as like the top of the north of fucking Queensland and shit, but they're still big. The ones up there are just ridiculous. Spent some time hunting cane toads before. Oh, hello, you're back. Hold on, let's put you there and let's surprise. I should be able to shoot you through here. Any experience with cane toads and ones from Queensland? Yeah. Well, it always depends because like, oh shit, hello. If you're in kind of the suburbs and stuff like that, like further south and shit, where did you go? If you're further south, they tend to be kind of smaller. Like they don't seem to spend as much energy because they kind of have to, I don't know how many people know this, but they'll dig themselves a fucking burrow at the end of like summer and shit, and like hibernate for winter and crap. Right, so they'll go and they'll like hide away. So like the bigger ones have got a bit of a problem trying to like hide themselves and stow away and stay warm and all that crap. So we got smaller ones more south, and then up north where you have the actual sugarcane fields. Like one of my cousins lives up against a sugarcane field, and the size of the fucking toads they get up there, like they're still not the biggest ones. Like they're still a little bit higher up, but they're easily like 2-3 times the size of what we got here. You know, the friend made a mistake in picking one up. I mean, you can. It's not generally advisable. It also depends on the toad and stuff, but considering they can spray and ooze poison, you know, you kind of, it's a scrub your hands after use kind of thing. His eyes swelled shut after he rubbed them. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's another thing too, is the hazardous part of picking up a toad is actually a lot more to do with in case the fucking poison gets in your eye. So yeah, normally what happens is like when they spray it and stuff, it will sometimes, it's, imagine like cutting a lemon or squeezing a lemon, right? The same kind of principle sort of thing is like, you just don't know where that, like, you know, lemony sort of squeeze is going to go, but it's going to go towards your eye for sure. That's not bad. That's just, it's not bad as a backup. I think my other one's stronger though. I'll take a quick look in a moment. But yeah, no, you definitely, fucking Australian fauna. Don't touch it. Don't pick it up. Don't pat it. Don't fucking take a photo with it. Don't look at it the wrong way. And don't go outside during summer, basically. It's kind of how to survive here. I rest back paw while snuggling both full flushes, waiting to happily. No. What are you resting your back paw for, Viking? Have you injured? You, maybe sprained a paw or something roaming around, or maybe not even so much sprained it, but just kind of like overused it, sore feet. No, mine's still better. Was that? Yeah, I had to get drops, wear a patch 1 month. Yeah, I recall something about it has like a sensitivity, I think, to light and stuff. If you get in your eye, but I don't remember the why. But yeah, it can cause blindness and shit. Increased attack speed. That isn't bad. That would make me a lot faster, but I also couldn't keep up with the mana. So, unless I've got something that buffs the mana, I'll stow it for the moment. Looks like injured back paw resting at Wagtail. No. So you did injure your paw. That sucks. It's probably put like a whole damper on like you exploring and shit. Hopefully it's only like a sprain or something like that, and you know, you'll be good in like a couple of days and not like a couple of weeks or some shit like that, you know? But yeah. It doesn't surprise me actually. Like, it does a little bit, but it doesn't, because like I know you tend to get like claw injuries pretty frequently throughout the year, so it does it doesn't, you know? There's nothing in here. Understanding is that it's much worse if you have an open cut or something that poison your blood. Yes, but also just as it is poison, it's an ingested thing. So yeah, generally you don't want it to get inside. Like, you don't want to have it on your hand and lick it. Like, lick your hand. You don't want to, as you said, rub it in your eye or, Valkyrie, can you mind this guy for a second? We'll just deal with this one. Yeah. You've always got to be, like, careful with that shit. It's not like with the venomous stuff where you've just got to be careful with the bitey end. Or the stingy end, or pricky end, or whatever the fuck is going on with the creature. Like, or just, in the manner of aquatic creatures, just don't fucking touch them. Because if it's blue, it's deadly. And you'll probably die before you even know, like, what it is that you're picking up. So yeah, don't touch the blue things floating in the ocean, or just generally being in the ocean. Ooh, dark purple. Oh yeah, the purple ones too. I kind of forget about them because like I really haven't been like actually into like water and stuff like at a beach for a while. We went to the beach 2 years ago maybe. The last time we kind of went, it was like a really super windy, rainy day, and that wasn't a problem. Like, I don't care, you know, you're getting into the water anyway. But there was something about the water, and like I got a bit of the ocean water splashed into my eye, and like both my eyes, I couldn't keep them open. I couldn't open them for 2.5 hours. It was just like searing pain the whole time. I probably got fucking hit by a jellyfish in the eye or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Knowing me. But it was bad. It would just be like my luck to do something like that. But yeah, I was supposed to be the driver on the beach trip, and I ended up having to swap because I literally couldn't keep my eyes open to do the driving. But once they were like back, they were like cloudy for like another hour. Like, we flushed them as best we could too. Like, it's not like I had like eye medicine on me on the fly at the beach, you know. But I had shit at home. But we had like 4 or 5 hour trip home. So yeah, it wasn't going to be a quick fix, and it was a Sunday, so no chemists and shit as well. So just like all the things you could possibly have, you know. The only good thing is that when I have to run back through here, I will pick up a lot of whatever I missed in this like area, because a lot of things are like a bit of everywhere. There's a dude in here too. Hold on. You go play with him. Yeah, and we'll be in there in a moment. I'll have this done by full flushes. No. Whoop. I'm in the room. Also, jellyfish need to look at only. To look at, yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of jellyfish here. I also remember, I think it's early January. When it's January in Australia, it's still summer, but you don't go to the beach because you normally have all of the jellyfish floating in on the cooler current of water, and they'll come all the way into the shore and like beach themselves and shit. And the entire like edge of the water will just be strewn with fucking jellyfish on the land, and their stingers still work on land, like up until like a fucking certain point of like they break down and shit. So yeah, that's just a super be careful kind of thing. But then again, like, this is Australia. We have these things called stonefish. You guys want to Google one of those things? Now, their venom is fucking sick looking. It's like an electric blue color, if I recall right. And it looks really cool, but the fish, you can't see it. It looks like a rock or like some stony moss or something like that in the actual like water. And the whole point is, the purpose is to stand on it and then get stung. And good luck seeing the fish. It's one of those, a lot of our ocean creatures are like neurotoxin ones. They're the ones that like shut down your lungs and all that stuff, you know? So you can try to wait it out. I think the stonefish is one that you can wait it out if you know what happened and you can get to a hospital in time. But it is like 4 days of waiting it out on like respirators type shit, I think. It's either that or is fuck knows what else it is. I watch a lot of these like various naturey sort of stuff, you know, just out of like enjoyment. Purple and blue stingy tentacles. The Portuguese, Manwa, Kikilian large groups. Oh yeah, I know what those are. Like, I am not super familiar with all the different types of like jellyfish and stuff. Like, we kind of get taught what the most dangerous creatures are, right? And we kind of like sort of have to mentally map them, kind of like Pokemon, right? So when you're a kid, like, you learn about like the taipan, and you learn about the eastern brown, and you learn about the redback and the fucking funnel web spider and all sorts of shit, right? And the point is that you kind of like, you got to remember what it looks like, and like size, shape, stuff like that. And yeah, it's literally something we're taught from primary school to identify as best we can. I'm sure like a lot of kids just don't pay attention, or they're outdoorsy and don't care. Just figure like the odds of it are low. But yeah, I don't know. I always liked fucking around, like exploring through bushes and catching lizards and grasshoppers and shit. So I had to know, you know. They can still sting you when they're dead. Yeah, the jellyfish can definitely still sting you when they're dead. I'm pretty sure our lifeguards do kind of go through and not so much like collect them up and stuff, but like kind of like just snip off whatever. Or we bury them a lot. That's another big thing too, is if you see like a jellyfish just up on the sand, it's really, really common to just like kick a heap of sand over it until it's fully buried, until like you can only see like the gelatinous part sticking out. That's something we do too. My wife did a paper on evolution of stonefish. There's several venomous fish. Oh yeah. Well, there you go. Oh, hello. Let me put... I can't put a decoy over there. I can in a second. Let me break down this wall. Yeah, it's interesting because, like, all the various things that are deadly here in Australia, like, it's such common knowledge to us. It's like, it's literally like memorizing Pokemon when you're a kid. You know how, like, for any of the people in the same age bracket as me, we've kind of like memorized the first 150 or so Pokemon, maybe the second batch too, but like, you knew your Pokemon, you could identify them, you knew what they evolved into, you knew what they're all called, right, and what they all did and stuff. It's the same kind of thing here. We just like, we learn all these things, and then we kind of like grow up and don't immediately